What's up guys, Fabs on FIFA here, welcome to another episode of My Road to Glory. And guys, today we're gonna have a different type of episode. I know maybe you came here and you're ready to watch the recap of the Weekend League, and we're gonna do a recap of the Weekend League but in a different way. I'm not gonna talk about gameplay, I'm not gonna talk about, I'm not gonna show you gameplay, I'm not gonna break down plays today. I'm actually gonna talk about some takeaways and also some things that I did wrong. I'm going to talk about the results. In fact, I'm going to talk about it right now. I finished Gold 2 with 19 wins, 11 losses. And I could blame EA, I could blame the servers and all that nonsense, which is true, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. And the reason is because I also, first 16 matches I played really bad. I had a record of 11-5. And frankly, I won more matches than I deserved to win on that moment. And yeah, connection wasn't great on Friday. It was worse on Sunday. On Sunday, on the first, was it 8 matches? Yeah, on the first 8 matches, I was 3-5, and mostly playing games where constantly having lag periods of like not 1 second, like several seconds where my image just froze. I had many situations where I had to exit the game room, the little room before the game actually starts, because my ping was all over the place on the 200s and stuff like that. I would exit going to the next game. Every time I found the game below 40, I would just get into it, which was a big mistake. And again guys, I could blame EA for all of this, but listen, it's not just the servers, it's also what you do. One of the things that I never did was play on the Ethernet cable. I always play on wireless. I have a really good internet that has been really solid so far. This weekend, obviously with more players playing and all that stuff, because you know the season. Then last weekend as well, I felt a little bit. It was ridiculous, really. And but the fact of the matter is that once I connected my PS downstairs, and brought my PS and my monitor downstairs and connected to the Ethernet cable on the router, I had the best gameplay on the last 6 games than I had in the last 60 games. So, learning experience from now on. Weekend League, the rivals and all of that. It's not usually there's not many people playing at the same time when I play. So, but the Weekend League from now on, I'm playing on downstairs. I'm bringing my PS, I'm bringing my monitor, and I'm playing downstairs Weekend League with the Ethernet cable connected to my PS. And let's see what that brings. Hopefully, it brings at least more stable connections, and I'll be able to enjoy the game more and hopefully get better results as well. So I finished 19-11. Lost my last game, and by the way guys, last game completely my fault. I was reading O'Neill, made a big mistake with Schmeichel in the end of the first half. Kind of, you know, you're already upset before, you're running against everything, you have to win the last 6, you won 5, kind of get a bit of extra pressure there and all that stuff. It was just what happened. I ended up making a couple of mistakes and conceded 2 goals against a really good opponent, and he won, and I have nothing to say about it apart from what I just said. So it is what it is. Now next week we'll see what it comes from it. I feel like hopefully with better connection I'm gonna just go back to normal, and hopefully with this better connection and having through the Ethernet cable connection and all that stuff, having a lot less laggy games and all that stuff compared to these last 2 weeks, I hope I can go back on track and try and secure the elite finish. Now takeaways of the Weekend League and what I want to talk about, particularly about my team. First, as you can see, Ederson, as you know, Ederson was going to start, and he did start for about 6-7 games. I ended up moving him to the bench and getting Schmeichel in. Nothing against Ederson, I actually enjoyed playing with him. Very good with his feet, very quick out of the goal. 1v1s, he was very difficult to beat, especially because he comes really quick. So if you have a good timing on coming out of the goal, is very good. I didn't try him as sweeper, which is something that I will try, and I will go back to Ederson this week. I just felt that Alaba with not having a stable connection, Alaba at 8 was not as effective as Alaba at 10. Now, obviously, with a stable connection, it might be different. That's what I'm going to try this week. So that was the first takeaway. Second, Davies Team of the Year. Love it. Never going to say anything wrong about him. I just feel like 1,239 coins for a left back. It's too expensive. If you're going to use Davies Team, unless you have the coins, of course, but if you're on the budget, like I always am, he was not better defensively than Davis' road to the final, and Davis' road to the final is probably costing around 450,000 coins right now. So defensively, offensively, he had a little bit extra oomph on him, of course, but I also have a lot of quality offensively, so I don't really rely too much on my left back and right back to attack, although Cancelo on the attacking end is an absolute beast, and I actually almost scored a couple of goals with him with plays where I started him on the back position just in combination play all the way to the end, and I almost scored a couple of goals, and I will score one of these with Cancelo for sure. So I have that. So very good player. I just feel that I might, if I need the coins, I'll definitely sell him and go for Davies' road to the final again if I need him there. Obviously, if I, for example, drop Alaba and get another player, I will then have another left back in that case. So we have that. Another takeaway. Let's go to the bench first. Kane, look, I'm going to do this, and this says it all. Kane is fodder, and that's it. I don't want to hear anybody telling me otherwise. Kane is fodder, end of story. Rodri, coming off the bench, not really liking him, frankly. I felt Petit was better, and in fact, let me do this. I do want to give him a chance as a starter, so I might play some games with Rodri as my 6 and Renato as my 8. So Rodri would be here, Renato would be here, and then we'll see where the game leaves us. But yeah, I really want to try that. And the reason why is because what I'm going to tell you right now. That's another takeaway of this weekend league. Makelele right now, it became a liability. Amazing defender, amazing 6, but his 3-star weak foot is a big liability against big players, against top players, because they force you to play to the weakness of your team so they can explore it, same way that I try to do. And I'm sure that all of you will try to do it when you can and when you notice certain things. And Makelele on his left foot is absolutely awful. He cannot pass to save his life on his left foot. On his right foot is okay. So obviously his passing stats are alright, nothing special. His curve is awful, of course. His vision is okay, but for a midfielder, especially if you play with 2, which I do, and with 1 very offensive like Renato, I can't be losing balls with Makelele because it's only him. It's like Renato is already gone by the time I have the ball with Makelele. So I really need to find a solution for that. Apart from that, Ruben is an absolute beast, continues to be. Nedved, I don't know. I love him. He's going to continue on my team, but for some reason, late in games, I'm missing a ton of passes with him, which doesn't make any sense looking at his stats, especially the stamina, 92. He's one of my most durable players on the pitch, and he's amazing. I love him, but somehow, end of games, I still find myself, especially playing 4-1-2-2, when it's very narrow. Sometimes I still miss a lot of passes. It might be me rushing, I don't know, but sometimes I still miss a couple of passes there. So the end game player status might be going a bit out of the window. I don't want to say it right now, but might be in the future. Garrincha is a beast. Ben Yedder is a beast with proper gameplay when I can use a lot of elastic dribbling. This guy is a nightmare for anybody, and I hope he gets an upgrade, because if this guy gets an upgrade past this one, he's going to be by far one of the most coveted players on the attacking end, I think. Mbappe is Mbappe, nothing to talk about. Almost 1,000 goals. It's just an absolute beast. So yeah, guys, these are my takeaways. Going into the bench, we obviously talked about Rodri. We talked about the missing piece over here that I'm never gonna say his name again. And Correa, I'm not quite feeling it right now. Now I have 35 games on my belt that it comes in. Not quite there, I don't think. But I will still bring him because he's obviously, from a rating standpoint, one of the best players on the bench. I still think Alessandrini provides something, although as the defenses get better, Alessandrini has less effectiveness. Rooney is okay. Edward, I really like him. A different player, physically strong, and I really like him. I don't think these goals to matches ratio shows you enough, and it's mostly because he comes late in games. But yeah, guys, this is it for the episode of today. This is my takeaways, and guys, do drop a like in this video, do press the like button, do drop a comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next episode, which is going to be the icon swap strategy. So I will see you soon. Take care.